Hi, good evening. My name is Patricia Mitchell, and the community I identify with is the Black community. It's my ancestors, tradition, customs, values, the neighborhood I grew up in, our shared racial trauma experiences, our shared racial victories, my physical appearance. So I identify with the Black community. Why am I interested in social work? Well, I stumbled into social work. I didn't necessarily aim for social work. Um, I didn't have too much knowledge of this field. I thought it was more of a person helping with, I thought of them as more as a person helping with connecting people with the resources that they need, removing children from homes. Then I was encouraged by my sister who was pursuing the MSW, and because I felt like I was in a dead end job or I wasn't going anywhere and I was just ready to change careers, she encouraged me to take a couple of classes in social work. And the classes I started taking, I felt like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I also like that is open and it's a wide range so that you don't have to be just stuck in one area. You can move around and there's different avenues to pursue. Um, and I realized that I'm a social worker because I've always worked with marginalized communities, and from being a teacher to a financial resource worker in our county hospital, I've always worked with this type of community, and it just feels like as a social worker, it feels like it fits me. Um, the field placement that I'm engaged with is close to the type of social worker that I want to be with. My interest is working with juveniles in the juvenile justice system or impacted by the juvenile justice system, uh, specifically with our minorities. But in my placement, I'm working with adults that's impacted by the juvenile justice system. I mean, excuse me, by the justice system, but most of them have came from the juvenile justice system. And what's interesting about my agency is that I'm working with clients that were sentenced to life sentences without the possibility of parole. And I believe it was Prop 47 that they were able to get a second chance. And so now they're out trying to reintegrate back into society. And at this particular agency, it offers group therapy, individual therapy. Um, Although it's not mandatory for them to be there, but because they are living in our sober living homes, in order for them to stay rent free and have food provided, is that they come to our agency at least twice a week. They have to do group and an individual session. And then our curriculum here is anger management, um, relapse prevention, socialization, criminal thinking, and this one more, drug and alcohol education. Uh, Now that I've been there for what are 15 weeks, I do have my own caseload. So I do group therapy and I do individual therapy. Uh, and just last week they assigned me to doing telehealth, which is different. But if I had to choose one specific one that I like the most, I like doing group therapy. The macro social work world that interests me, that would best describe for me would be advocacy and social policy. The agency that I'm in right now is it deals with advocacy. We deal with housing, jobs, jobs, trying to help them find jobs with that's felon friendly, housing, even though they're in the sober living unit, they're there for 180 days, and after that, they will have to find their own places. So we're advocates of finding homes, affordable homes for them to live in and able to afford rent. Um, far as social policies, I like here social policies that help that per, no social policies that pursue giving felons a chance for a normal life, like work and housing, going to school, allowing for them to go to vocational schools and learn skill sets that they can use through life that will help them not reoffend, um, having them feel like they are a part of society and not just this mark or this mistake of society, but making them feel like they are part of this world, if you say. I think I'm excited. I think I'm excited more learning about the upper management of social work. From the articles we read this week, I felt like I was left with the impression that social workers are not as valued as instrumental or fundamental players in reshaping society. It's like the private school versus public school. Public school, you went to private school, so you're better, and then social workers are the public schools. Is like we didn't have the best, but we all learned the same thing. I think just being taken seriously in the realm of changing social changes, I think I'm excited about learning more about that. Thank you for listening, and I wish everyone luck in their pursuit of studies. And until the next time, thank you for listening.